Welcome back, Yellow Jackets. This is your Christmas Channel 4.
I'm Will.
And I'm Landon.
Landon, I think we've hit the big time. Anchoring in Channel 4 finally.
Yeah, I don't even need to go to college anymore. I can just put Channel 4 anchor on my resume.
Well, I'm excited, and you should be too. This will be the longest Channel 4 in history, or at least this year.
Right, and we even have some special segments from the Media One team.
We're going to be organizing things a bit differently this time, which is to say, we're finally organizing things.
In our first bout, we'll highlight some winter sports.
Hunter shows us how the boys' basketball team is doing.
And we'll also see if the dive team is making a big splash this year.
Nice pun. Next up, we'll also see what's on target for the archery team. Take it away, Hunter.
Ashton, Myles-Devore, shooting guard.
Anthony Tabor, and I play point guard.
My name's Hunter Penn, and I play the forward position.
I think we're gonna be all right. We looked pretty good last night. Played together, played good D, came out with the big W.
I feel pretty good. Going into the first game, we looked pretty good. I feel like with the new coach and some new players, it's gonna be a really good season.
Well, the season so far, we've kind of had a rough start, but we always give our effort, so I feel like we'll pick it up as the season goes along.
Goals for the season?
To win the region, hopefully go to state.
My goals are to make it at least to Rep Arena, try and win a state championship, but for sure win the region championship.
Our goals are just to make an impact in the 8th region. Moving to a new region is hard, so just hope to make a splash.
What do you know about the game outside?
It was good. Energetic, electric, played well.
The game was great. All the students that were there supporting, we appreciate it. All the parents, everybody.
It was a very exciting win, winning against Dunbar. The game went really well, and we just stuck to our game plan and won.
My name's Patty Birch, and I've been coaching diving for almost 40 years.
I'm Wade, and I've been diving this is my 6th year right now.
The nice thing about the team this year is that no one is new, so they really all came in already knowing 11 dives, and so I didn't really have to, nothing was scary. I mean, they'll say there are dives that are scary, but I knew and was confident about the fact that every diver could do every dive. And so then it was just fun to learn new dives and perfect the ones we had.
I think I've been diving pretty well this year. The main flip I'm having trouble with is a reverse dive, also known as a gainer.
I think our goal, like every year, is to have all the kids qualify for state. There have been years in the past that we all have qualified, and that's really awesome.
My goals for the season, I want to do well in state because I messed up last year, so I want to redeem myself. Just have a good year because it's my last year. Say goodbye to my teammates.
I think some of my favorite memories are I have lots of kids that I coach in diving that I also used to teach gymnastics when they were little bitty. One of them being Wade and William, two of our senior divers this year. And probably most of the divers I've had since they were little. Some of them I've had in class as a teacher, and some of them I had in gymnastics classes ever since they were little. So it's fun to see them grow up and kind of progress as people, not just as divers.
When I got my front 2.5 for the very first time, I remember everyone getting out of the water and jumping in the water and like cheering me on when I got it. It was such a great memory.
I have been doing archery I've been doing it since about 4th grade, competitively since 6th grade, since that's when they start to offer it in the middle school.
Doing the math, when you go to school, you have 3 ounces of 10 meters and 3 ounces of 15. So what you do is after you shoot, you 5 arrows, you walk it to a target and you have a piece of paper and you go and score what you have on you. If you want to join Archery and join the team, just need to email a coach and ask them what practice you can come up to. Practice is on Mondays and Thursdays at 6 o'clock and 7.
I think the most fun part of archery is probably the community because I get to work alongside a lot of people who share my same experiences and are in the same grade level, and going to competitions, it's just always fun that you have people that understand, that are willing to work with you, and it's just an overall great environment to spend time in.
Best advice I'd give is just go out there and do what you can and take as much advice from the coaches. Listen to them. The most fun part to me is probably shooting at the tournaments and meeting with my friends.
I would go ahead and give it a shot. There are plenty of people there that are willing to work with you. It's such a welcoming group of kids too, and you're bound to just fit right in. I promise it's a very easy sport to become accustomed to.
Nice work from you and Jackson on that archery piece.
Thanks. You'll hear from him again with his Between Two Ferns sketch.
Next up, we're shifting the tone a bit to some more serious pieces.
Yeah, so if you guys are only in it for the entertaining pieces, you might zone out.
But honestly, these are some great stories.
First, we'll find out about the recent and first Winter Wonderland dance Miss Gibson's Girls United Club put on.
Julia and Audrey did a cool segment on Benton's art, design, and voice class.
And then we asked some Christmas questions to some students around the school. We also have a touching segment on the local Humane Society.
After that, we get to see what's cooking with Culinary this Christmas season. See what I did there?
I saw what you did.
Finally, also we hear about the tireless teachers and their well-deserved tire.
We also get to see part 1 of a filmmaking skit with a guy who is a bit of an idiot.
That's all right.
Yeah.
We're here with the creator and advisor of the Girls United Club. What's your name?
I'm Miss Gibson.
What gave you the idea for the winter dance?
The winter dance, actually, right after we had picked our officers for the club, we had our first meeting, and the girls said, we want to have a Christmas dance. We want to do a holiday dance. And I said, okay, let's do it. And so here we are, and it's going great, and it's been so much fun. And I think I'm hoping the goal is that this becomes part of our tradition at Woodford County.
Well, it looks great, and I think people are really loving it. I'm here at the Winter Wonderland dance with 2 senior members of the Girls United Club who helped set up the dance. So, what is your name?
Kerrigan Smith. Maddie Martinez.
And what are your all's roles in the club?
I'm just a member. I'm the president.
How long did the dance take to set up, would you estimate?
How long do you think? Well, first of all, we had to stay after school a lot for a couple weeks, and then on Friday we stayed until 11 p.m. to decorate for the dance.
Wow. Okay, that's a long time. How is the dance going so far?
Really good. Decorations turned out great. It's good.
That sounds great. All right. We're here with a chaperone for the dance. What's your name?
Mr. Potterson.
What would you rather be doing on your Saturday night?
Well, I'd probably rather still be at my wife's Christmas party, and then putting my kids to bed, reading Harry Potter to my son, but I don't get to do any of that.
Here I am with another dance goer. What's your name?
Kobe.
How are you enjoying the dance so far?
I'm loving it.
What would you say your favorite dance move is for the Christmas time?
The slide shuffle.
Can you demonstrate that for us?
Ready?
Let's see.
Good job, Kobe.
All right. Is it still going? All right. Those are some great moves, Kobe. Would you like to see this dance next year?
Yes.
Awesome. All right. That's it.
Our group project is Invisible Galleries, and we made the stamps and we're spray painting them throughout Midway and Versailles. Its purpose is to inspire people in the community and also just to add art to our community. We expect to have it completed fairly soon. It's not a super long, since we already have the stencils created and we have the website created, we just need to find art. So if anyone would be willing, or just send a picture of their art or poems or anything, that'd be great. I think that it will just unite people and it will bring a smile on people's face to just see it. And it's gonna be spread all around the community, so it's not just gonna be in one area. So you can just be walking around and be like, oh hey, that's like part of the Bee campaign, and you can, in the invisible galleries, and you can scan the QR code on your phone and look at the art that we're gonna have.
Our group project specifically, there are, in the whole class, there are like 4 different groups, and each group is doing a different one. My group is the artist group, and basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna help the other groups kind of actually take their ideas and put it into reality. Basically, we're kind of like the creative minds, I guess, of the group, if that makes sense. And we expect it to be completed in the spring, March, April-ish. That depends on when everyone's got their stuff done, but we expect to be finished in the spring. There are 5 different phrases, and they're all spreading messages of positivity throughout the community. And basically our goal is to take a place that we know very well and kind of help beautify it, I guess, and make this place just like a happier place to be.
We are the Birdhouse group, and we are making birdhouses for local elementary schools and parks. There will be one place at each one. We are really trying to get the special needs kids more of a spotlight in our community. We feel like they're not recognized enough, and they're not really, like, we have a bigger population for special needs kids than people really think. And we really just wanted to kind of like help them be more into our community and have our community like acknowledge them more, you know?
My group project is called the People of Woodford County. It's a deck of cards essentially that has about 50-ish members of our community that we find to be extremely significant to what makes Woodford County Woodford County. The purpose of this project is to emphasize the importance of all of these people that we sometimes take for granted that make the community work as well as it does on a daily basis. We believe as a group that this project will give us all a chance to recognize our community as a whole and bring everybody closer together.
All right, today we're here with
Elizabeth Edwards, Alyssa Heisel,
Clay Thomas,
Clint Brown.
What's your name?
Nick O'Toole.
Brayden Reister.
Katie Washington.
What is your favorite Christmas song?
Oh, that one.
Silent Night.
Deck the Halls.
100 Shots by Young Dolph.
I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus.
Probably like Carol of the Bells.
I like, you ever heard of White Winter Hymenal?
All right, got that one song?
No. Rudolph.
What's the worst Christmas gift you've ever gotten?
Probably some socks. One year, my parents just decided to get me golf clubs, and I still haven't used them to this day.
When I was younger, I wanted like video games, and I got a movie, and I didn't like it.
My grandma got me a fly swatter one year.
Take your
The
time,
worst.
take your time.
I don't remember that. I don't
You
remember.
ever thought of a bad gift you've ever gotten?
3 grapes and an orange.
Hangers.
No present? Second.
What do you want this Christmas season?
When you take off that Santa hat and kiss me.
I'd like an Apple Watch.
My mother's love and affection.
A new phone.
I don't know.
A raccoon?
Yes, a new raccoon.
Realistically some clothes, and probably like, I want to get a new car because I get my license soon. I want a dog.
What kind of dog?
Probably a Shar-Pei or Rottweiler.
Just some Trump stuff, Trump 2020.
I have worked here since August of 2008. So I guess that puts me a little over 11 years at this point. I started out as an adoptions counselor. I was the Humane Education Coordinator, and now I'm the Marketing Director. I've done a little bit of everything.
Okay, so my favorite part about working at the Humane Society would have to be just going home knowing that in some way, shape, form, or fashion I've actually feeling like I've made a difference.
The length of stay for different animals really varies. We have pets that come in and go home right away. Animals like puppies and kittens that everyone is always looking for go home really quickly. And then the flip side of that is that we also have animals who stay for a long time. I would say on average it's probably a couple weeks to maybe 6 weeks. But we've had dogs who have been with us for up to 4 years. We've had cats who've been with us for 3 or 4 years, so it really varies. One of the nice things about Woodford Humane is that we don't have any time limit on anyone's stay. So as long as we can keep them happy and healthy, they have a safe place to stay with us. People adopt animals on average. I would say we end up with maybe 1 or 2 every day. Of course, it varies from day to day. Some days we'll have none. Some days we'll have 6 or 7. On a really busy day, we'll do more than 10. So it varies quite a bit, but it's pretty steady. We have animals always coming in and animals always going out. My favorite part about working at the Humane Society is getting to make an impact on individual animals. I'm a cat person. I'm one of the few real cat people at the Humane Society, so working with bottle baby kittens is something that I really enjoy doing. It's so rewarding. You get to take this little creature that wouldn't have any chance at survival and really shepherd it through to a forever home.
Throughout the whole process, the Humane Society makes sure that the family that is adopting the dogs is surely going to be the best family to help that dog have its best life. My family has adopted many pets from the Humane Society. We have gotten 3 different dogs from the Humane Society. Zoe, Jake, and Henry have all come from the Humane Society.
If you'd like to help out at the Humane Society or get involved with us, we would love to have the help. Anyone who's interested in volunteering can email Nicole, Nicole, at woodfordhumane.org. We actually have a couple of volunteer opportunities before the end of the year that you don't even have to have gone through our volunteer orientation to participate in. So get in touch with her, she'll tell you more. We're always happy to have people just come out and visit. We're located at 265 Thomas Lane here in Versailles. And feel free to get in touch with us and give us any ideas you might have about projects you'd like to get started on, because we're always open to suggestions. Thank you all so much and happy holidays.
Season is cinnamon rolls, because everyone loves cinnamon rolls, and the ones that we make in Culinary are fantastic, and they just really let you know what love feels like.
My favorite Christmas treat is the Oreo balls that we make at the high school, because my dad's bought those like the first time every single year since I was like 7.
My favorite holiday treats are the Christmas cookies that we make in Miss Ratterman's class. They're always so good when we don't burn them.
My favorite Christmas treat is ham, and I know it's not traditional Christmas treat, like as far as sugar and stuff goes, but I really like salty foods, and ham is so salty, and I like it a lot.
My favorite holiday food to make during Culinary was either the sugar cookies or the Oreo balls, because my group and I have a lot of fun doing it.
I enjoy all of the foods that we do for catering. We cater cinnamon rolls, and we cater Oreo balls and cheesecakes. And those are just really fun treats that I make at home, and I enjoy making them with my students so that they can take those and share them with their families. And I know that Christmas is such a busy time of year that it helps our faculty members that order them to, help make their holiday season easier and better.
My favorite thing to make during the holiday season is chocolate fudge with my grandmother, because it's a tradition that we do. Me and my family members cook together, and it brings us together during the holidays.
Whenever you are cooking and baking, all you're doing is taking time for yourself, and you're going through a simple process, and you're really challenging yourself to make sure that, you're creating something that you can share with others. And that's what the holidays are about, just sharing with everyone else.
The award was created as a way to go from student to teacher in terms of relationship building and taking a moment, taking a pause throughout the year to recognize, hey, you're making a difference and here's why and here's how, and thank you so much. Then the students tally it up and they recognize one teacher a month with an actual tire that they created, painted, the whole bit. It's fantastic. And then they, with the help of an admin kind of supervising it, they roll that tire right into the classroom to recognize them.
When I got the Tireless Teacher Award, first I was surprised when they came into the classroom and rolled it in. That was a lot of fun. Mostly, I don't know, I just felt really honored to get it the first time. I think it's really great that a group of students are leading this. When you're a teacher, you do stuff because you know it's good for the students. Like I really want all the students to have positive, fun experiences. So when I do things like homecoming or pep rallies or things like that, I just know that's a good time, and I think that's good for all the students. So you do a bunch of work, and you don't do it to get recognized, but it's nice to feel seen for the amount of work that you do sometimes. So mostly honored, and I think it's so great because I think as this award goes on, it'll be nice to honor other teachers too that are doing things maybe in a quieter way, more behind the scenes. Not everybody's got to do a pep rally, only the crazy people. But that'll be so nice because the students know, the teachers that are doing all that extra stuff behind the scenes, and that'll be such a nice way for them to get recognized too. So honored and seen, and it was really fun to get to have the tire in my room. It was nice.
When I got the Tireless Teacher Award, I was very surprised and I was very excited and I had a lot of feelings. Got very emotional. As teachers, I don't think that we always hear the impact that we have on students. And we don't expect it. And so to get that and to see that students have, and then to read those comments or nominations that students wrote, and to see that they notice that I care about them and they know that I am here for them. That is my ultimate goal as a teacher. So to know that I actually made students, even if it's just one student, feel that way, that is so rewarding for me. And that's exactly why I'm a teacher. And those are the kind of things that, this job can be hard some days. But it reminds me, when I get those kinds of things, it reminds me why I do this. And it makes me want to keep going and do even better and try even harder to reach every student.
To all the teachers at Woodford County High School, thank you for providing a family atmosphere for your colleagues and your students, and I cannot wait for you to see all the amazing messages from our lovely and amazing students here.
Nice pranks, Landon. How can we see the rest of them?
Thanks. You can see the rest of them by going to wofo.press and seeing amazing Jacket Journal articles as well as archive channel 4s.
Next up, we hear about a few more winter sports.
But first, we're going to hear about the jacket fish.
Then, we're going to hear about the bass fishing team for the first time ever.
You like fishing, Will?
You think you're funny with how you did that with my last name? You know what? That's rude.
Go to wrestling. Go to wrestling. Please.
That's rude.
Please go to wrestling.
Some legends are told, some turn to dust or to gold, but you will remember me.
I'm very excited about the season that is coming up. We have a lot of potential for our returning wrestlers and a lot of good opportunities for everyone on the team.
My goals this season are to hopefully win the state championship, but we also have goals as a team to win a team title and individual title.
I like Baney. He's got shoes to fill, but he's got a lot of help, and you know he has a good attitude about it, and you know.
I really enjoy having Coach Baney as our head coach because he does care about our success, but he also cares about us as athletes and as people.
I have challenged them to become the best academic team or club in the district. I want our GPAs to be among the highest when we go back and look at it. I want us to win in that aspect.
WCI is December 27th and 28th. It is at the high school. Just show up. You'll probably end up getting in free if you're a student here.
My name is Cole Janzo. I've been swimming since 7th grade.
Hi, my name is Justin Lemcooler, and I've been swimming for about a month.
My name's Katie Gatewood, and I've been swimming for 7 years.
My favorite thing about swimming is probably the team. You know, I'm really close with my team, and we just had a lot of good times and good memories together.
I really like the atmosphere. The swim team is really great, and everybody here is just so much fun to be around. There isn't really much else that I can say about the team and just about how fun they make it.
My favorite things about being on the team is that we're all really close and we all are friends with each other and we cheer everyone on all the time, and it's really nice.
So far we've had a pretty good year. Definitely faster than last year, and our boys team is doing really well.
My goals for this season would be to definitely make it to state again and maybe break a minute in the 100 fly.
I definitely like to break some school records, and I want to become a leader on the team.
One of my favorite memories since I've been on the team is at state. We all got a hotel room and we got to stay overnight, and it was really fun.
My favorite memory is probably breaking the region record last year. I did that with Clay Lewis, Xavier Moore, and Nate Janzo.
Well, my favorite memory from swim is honestly just being here. I would have never thought that swim would have been as fun as it was until I was here. So that's probably the best part about it.
I've been on the bass fishing team for about 4 years now.
I've been on the bass fishing team since my freshman year. The team that competitively bass fishes in tournaments and nearby lakes. It's a team that offers people that don't make the major teams and maybe aren't that most athletic. It offers them a chance to represent their school and probably a hobby that they like.
Well, bass fishing team is basically a group of people that like to go fishing. And it's not really just fishing. It's trying to compete and catch the most pounds for bass. It's really, as far as fishing goes, it's kind of rigorous because you got to be out on that boat for 8, 9, 10 hours and actually fishing.
A bass fishing tournament for the school is a bunch of teams from different schools around and that are in the same region. That's we all gather together on a certain lake at a certain ramp, and you fish for about 8 hours, depending on how it when it's safe to launch, and you go to about 3, and you draw chips to see like what boat you get to launch at. So like a higher a chip, the later you get to launch. It's whoever has the most poundage with 5 fish, they win the tournament.
My best finish in a tournament would be 10th out of 220 boats with Cole Thomas. My favorite part is just going to a lot of different lakes and meeting a lot of new people.
Kind of like how everybody gets along pretty well. They cut up with each other, they play around just like any high school team. They talk trash with each other.
Only the good people do this.
But trying to teach them how to back up their trash, they talk trash. But it's all fun and games. Favorite memory while coaching bass fishing? Probably, to be honest with you, they're still building.
It looks like the Matt Jackets train hard, eh?
Yeah, no kidding. You guys should come out and support them for WCI December 27th and 28th.
It's one of the biggest wrestling tournaments in the state.
Well, folks, it's time for what you've all been waiting for.
And apparently what some of you only want.
The entertainment spot.
Jackson got a special interview with Miss Schwartz for Between Two Ferns.
And Tanner returns with Sick Whips Volume 4 and a skit about Buddy the Elf.
We also have a quirky piece from Lillian Taylor in Media One. I really just said quirky, didn't I?
That's right. They also cover a Yellow Jacket YouTube sensation, who Taylor knows pretty well.
Be sure to follow him after this segment. Take it away, guys.
Did you ever get that Barbie doll tattoo removed off of your arm? Yeah, like right here. It's like right here.
I don't even like Barbies. I've never
Well,
even owned a
welcome back to Between Two Ferns. I'm your host, Jackson Heller. Today we have Miss Miss Schwein. So what got you into teaching?
Well, actually, so when I was growing up, my family and we moved around a whole lot. I went to about 5 different types of schools whenever I was a young kid. Actually, I was even homeschooled one year, and really that year just got me inspired and thinking about how much
Did you ever think about like doing something more impactful, like garbage disposal, or like like creating like fake IDs? Like, have you the movie Superbad? Like, I'm 21, and you guys. Like that, I think that'd be more important.
I don't.
So are you still okay with being a teacher? Like after the pensions cut and stuff? Because I think they should cut all of it.
Really after?
That's just me.
Really? You do?
Do you consider yourself more of a simp or an incel?
Excuse me? Oh, a what?
Do you not? Okay.
Which?
All right.
What do you?
Okay. Oh boy. What's your favorite thing about this school?
Well, I think that Woodford County High School has a pretty fantastic community.
Mine is that I don't have to take dumb classes like yours.
I'm not really sure why
do you have something to say?
Yeah, I'm just
Because if so,
wondering.
I mean, we can just like move on. Okay.
I'm sort of just wondering why you asked me to come in and
Don't.
do this.
It's fine.
Interview with you.
So,
I thought.
Okay, let's move on. So, who's your favorite celebrity?
Really lately I've been a huge fan of Leonardo DiCaprio. I love his philanthropic work. He just really wants to bring awareness, I think, to the public about environmental issues, different sorts of like lifestyle changes that can be good for the planet. I really admire that kind of using your popularity for good as something.
So like you've got some low standards. It's not surprising.
Have you seen Titanic?
Can you tell me one of your favorite stories from teaching?
Definitely not this one, but I would say that in my years I've met students with actual, intellect and interesting and engaged personalities who actually want to learn and have mature conversations with their teachers who they can share information with and fresh ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike this.
So what cereal box did you get your degree from? Follow up. Did you win the Danmore sweepstakes?
I'm sorry, the what sweepstakes?
Oh, you know, the one that like, you know, be like more important than like a, you know, degree or whatever. This is like money, you know, which teachers don't have much of. So I'm just asking.
Well, I ate a lot of Captain Crunch when I was a kid. I mean, there was some like Mad Libs.
I'm surprised you didn't
helped.
choose Cheerios, the most bland cereal of them all. Do you have anything else you want to say before we end?
You know, something that I really want to talk about is that there are so many things that you can learn about your teachers through actual interviews that are well planned and people who really care.
Okay,
about
no one cares that much for what you have to say. Thanks so much for watching. We'll be back next week. Sorry for the rude.
You ready? You ready? Ready? So today we have another edition of good old Sick Whips here. We've got a nice car for my boy George, who's standing way over there. Oh, you know what he be on. He's like that. Hey, all right.
You know how we rocking, got the push to start. You know, just a little flex. I was all the way over there.
All the way over there. All right. So what we got? What? Tell us like what we got here? The make, the model.
It's a 1999 Toyota Camry. You know, burgundy, maroon, if you call it. You know,
whichever.
This door don't work. We don't use that one.
Okay.
There's the driving seat.
The driving seat?
My Eagles beanie. You know, my ears get cold sometimes.
Is this a wine glass? You drinking wine while driving?
No, it was actually cranberry juice.
Look at that real quick.
Maybe chocolate milk. It's kind of dirty. It's been there for like 2 weeks.
I see that your football stuff's still back here.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Marte said something. What'd you say earlier?
The football season's been over for 1 month, and George is really dedicated. So he had an early start in the season by keeping his bag in there.
Yeah,
but he's a senior, right?
I was thinking I might be a senior, but I was 3 for 3 coming after a season-ending injury. So I just don't think anyone else in the world can do that. So go ahead, give me a round of applause.
Yeah, I think he's going D1.
I am not friends with Lucas Brocato.
He's not friends with Lucas Brocato. Just remember that. Pop the trunk. Wait, hold on. What's going
on right here?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I broke that when I was trying to lift George's car up. Like, trying to show how.
Oh, you got
strong I was.
some clean. You got some foam posits here.
Oh God. Got my calculator.
This is a nice calculator.
Guess what? It's dead.
A nice sip of water. We love it.
That's my kicking leg.
Seems that you got a wife beater back here.
Yeah, but I don't beat wife.
Can you explain what happened there with the leg injury?
Well,
the freak leg injury that almost cost your season, your senior season.
Lucas Brocato, you tell me you might know him as Frank, but he said something disrespectful. It really, rubbed me the wrong way during advisory. So I told him to get in his stance, and we did the big dog. I beat him. I threw him over Miss Me's table, dislocated his neck. But on the way, as I was doing that, I fell down, and my knee just gave out. And just instead of going right here, it went over here. Had to get picked up by the ambulance and everything. But I deal with adversity pretty well, and I'm back driving.
An absolute tragedy. Okay, what happened here? Why is this shaky?
I'm not sure. I just learned about this right now.
Wait, you're just now learning about this?
Yes, I feel like people are against me and they're trying to vandalize my car.
This season is legendary. Number 2, Marte Rice, the school leading rushing record, sits in this seat.
That is a fact.
And also,
Mr. Football.
Yes, and also while I sit in that seat, I be smacking George in the head, and he be going forward, and we be swerving, and it's not dangerous, but it's funny to me.
Yeah, it'd be really funny to me too.
Oh, Oh, this is my pencil.
You found your pencil?
No wonder I couldn't do no work today.
Let's check out this. Sing to Jehovah. Can we put this in? Yes. And listen? Can we jam out?
Rejoice, give glory to Jehovah, for the heavens have told forth his righteousness.
Is this what you listen to on your
every day on the way to school.
Okay.
On my 15-minute drive.
Yeah. I like these rims you got here. These nice Toyota stock.
Thank you. Yes.
Toyota
yes.
stock.
Yes, I think they're very fashionable and make
I
my
think they are too.
car stand out from everyone else's.
Yeah, I do too.
They don't even got that push to start.
Nope.
And they don't have D1 running back Amarte Rice.
Right here.
Riding in there.
Right here.
By the way, I helped pay for the rims. George don't like to tell anybody, but yes, they came out my pockets.
Yeah, I believe it. So, Amarte, when are you going to the league?
2024.
All right. Don't forget anybody. Don't forget me.
No,
Don't forget George.
Me and George are pulling up to the draft in this.
Yes. Just the flex on all, everyone else.
And then after I get picked by let's say the Cincinnati Bengals, we're going to walk out. We're going to walk out the draft, and we're going to walk out with George pushing to start.
Yes. That would be some legendary stuff right there.
Yeah,
I would love that.
They're going to stop the moment in time. We're going to get a picture as I'm trying to push to start because it's going to work.
Yeah.
But it's just, it's a moment we're never going to forget.
Exactly.
Yeah.
History.
The only person with a 1999 push to start Toyota Camry, Mr. George Frio Madback.
Thank you.
That is what I like to hear. Thank you so much, George, for coming out today, showing off your amazing car.
Thank you for allowing me to do this. It was a
Of
pleasure.
course.
And I hope the rest of the sick whips can compare. I really do.
Oh.
Just cannot throw it back up.
Hey, oh. Boom. Buddy the Elf, what's your favorite color?
Okay, guys, so remember, 10 a.m. tomorrow, Santa Claus is coming.
Santa! I know him! I'm in a classroom, and I'm singing. I'm in a classroom, and I'm singing.
Hey!
What?
There's no singing.
Yes, there is.
There's no singing in media class.
Yes, there is. We always sing in media class.
Definitely no singing.
Why are you smiling?
I love smiling. Smiling's my favorite.
No, work is your favorite.
Oh.
So really I'd better scurry. Well, maybe just a half a drink more. The neighbors might think, say, what's in this drink? I wish I knew how to break the spell.
I'll take your hat, your hair.
I ought to say no, no, no.
Mind if I move in?
At least I'm gonna say that I tried.
What's the sense of hurting my
I
pride?
really can't stay.
Baby, it's cold outside.
Get out! Don't let me get out!
Hello.
I do things with Luke, because I don't know why I do things with Luke. I don't really like him, he's annoying. Yeah.
Having a YouTuber brother is something that's really odd for me.
I've done YouTube for 2 years. My YouTube channel name is Mega Melon Man.
He's constantly working on a new weird project and just doing other weird things, and we all have to hear about it 24/7.
Luke puts a lot of work in his videos. A lot of work in his videos takes him a long time to get them done. Very long time to get them done.
My favorite YouTube video that I have made is that it's called Toilet Roller. I like it more than all the other ones. Yeah, that's my reason.
My favorite video was Zero Hero because I got to skip 2 weeks of science class.
The video that I was in of my brothers was something about him being a detective, or like how to be a detective, and I was in it, and I just remember me and my friend throwing donuts at his face, like it was something stupid like that, and he got views.
I kind of enjoy being in his videos because it's fun because we get to skip class, but sometimes he can be very annoying. Considering Luke's video is good would be a bit of a like good would be too much.
My dog's name, my God's name, I worship him. His name is Finley. His Instagram handle is Finley87. You must follow now. I think of him as a social media influencer because he's on social media and he influences all of us to do our best to make him proud, to make Finley proud. Some of the tricks that I can do on my bike, I can do a wheelie. I can ride backwards for a little bit. I can do like bunny hops and stuff. I can do side hops, which is like jumping to the side.
My favorite memory with Luke is when we were biking and we saw a set of stairs, and so Luke went down on his bike, and so I was like, no, if Luke can do it, I can surely do it. And I did it, but I didn't do it. I flipped over my handlebars and died.
There's been many famous people in my videos. Will Smith, Shia LaBeouf, and of course Kai Shea, the most famous one of all.
If you like this video, please subscribe. If you don't like this video, please subscribe.
That's all, folks.
It's probably worth noting that Ms. Schwartz was in on the joke.
All right. Actually, I think Jackson is one of her favorite students.
Yes. We hope you like this Christmas Channel 4, and if not, let us know. And let us know if there's anything you'd like to cover up in the next Channel 4.
We want to extend a special thanks to the Media One team for all the great stories they submitted.
We're sorry we couldn't air all of them. And be sure to check out Channel 4 and other great articles at the Jacket Journal by going to wopo.press.
Landon, this just came in. But evidently, there's some real tension building between Stoltz and Roof based on the pranks they pulled on one another over the years.
Yes, Garrett and David in Media One managed to break the story. They're calling this piece the match. It's certainly a sad way for us to see them go into the holiday like this.
So true, but this is a story we just couldn't omit.
All right, so who would win in a teacher fight, Mr. Roof or Mr. Stoltz? All right, who would win in a teacher fight, Mr. Roof or Mr. Stoltz?
Mr. Roof would definitely, because he can fight.
It'd be Mr. Stoltz. Like, that's a stupid question.
I gotta go with Mr. Stoltz. I gotta go with Mr. Stoltz. He's swole.
So, Mr. Stoltz, there's been news about a fight that's gonna happen. How do you feel about this?
Well, let me tell you here, brother. I'm gonna go and take Mr. Roof down. I'm gonna give him the people's elbow. Give him one of these. Oh, one of these. And one of these.
All right, so Mr. Roof, there's been a lot of talk about a teacher fight.
Garrett.
Who would win, you or Mr. Stoltz? Because Mr. Stoltz has been talking a lot of trash, so we want to know who would win. Would you win or would he win?
Talking trash, well, that would be appropriate since Mr. Stoltz is trash. And, it's, as you say, it's all talk. And I'm a man of action. And I'm ready for the action, okay?
We hear Roof's been talking some mad smack. Have you been talking smack about Mr. Roof?
Roof's a weenie. I eat him for breakfast.
Down to fight Mr. Stoltz? You ready for the action?
Well, I think it would just be like a sort of two-hit situation, like me hitting Mr. Stoltz and Mr. Stoltz hitting the floor. But yeah, if you want to call that a fight. Whenever Mr. Stoltz is ready, I'm ready.
So he's not going to be able to win?
Oh, are you kidding me, brother? He's going to be pummeled. He's going to be broken. He's going to be a broken little man.
Do you think he'll continue his teaching career after this?
He's gonna be so embarrassed that he won't be able to show his face in Versailles, in Kentucky, in the United States. He's gonna have to go to Alaska. That's also in the United States. But then he's gonna get a boat to take him to Brazil, and that's not in the United States, brother.
That's the wrong York.
Okay, it's your move. Come on. See what you got, Mr. Roof.
Oh, shit. You can only move one.
Yeah, I know. I'm waiting on you, slowpoke.
Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. Shalom, my friends. Merry Ramadan, if that's what you say. Happy Halloween. You get paid on Chinese New Year.
Strawberries in the summertime.
One that's gonna be good.
Hold on, I gotta move.
Okay. Okay, spot 2, section 4. Hunter shows us how the boys' hoops are doing. Why'd you put boys' hoops? I didn't read that. Hockey's so fun to watch. Like, so many people don't watch it, but it's fun. I'm not Canadian. I love it. Yeah. You got to do the advertisement for the Jacket Journal.
Oh, yeah. Why do I say so? Okay, yeah. Who are they supposed to, like... Okay, there was one part in here it was like, if you have something to report on, like...
Yep, we're ready.
Dang it, that was so good.
I know.
Okay.
Come from the land of the ice and snow. Time for Kwanzaa. Thank God.
Yeah, that was